So if there was ever a confirmation that was needed to tell me that, yes, I have stepped in the right direction with this channel and where I'm taking it, it's the cards that I just pulled out for the Divine Masculine. So this is what I want to call, I'm just like checking the pulse. Checking the pulse, checking the pulse. I'm going to do the same for the Divine Feminine. And there's this channel, it's just going to be driven by love and the intention of love and divinity. So right now we are checking the pulse of the Divine Masculine. There has been a huge, huge shift with the Divine Masculine. I don't know, because I'm just tapping into this now. I don't know how long it took. But as I had said in an introductory video that I just recently made for this channel, I've been like seeing things on my other channel, Awakening to Spirit. I've been seeing things kind of coming in and out, showing me that there's been a lot of growth going on in Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies. And we have a huge confirmation here. This is the card. These are the two cards that just came out for asking. I'm asking, what is the pulse of the Divine Masculine right now? Divinity Wisdom. Literally, the Divine Masculine is recognizing who they are. I remember watching a video, like another reader, I have no idea who it is, like years ago, years and years ago. And one of the biggest themes in that reading was how unaware the Divine Masculine was in terms of who they were. Like they didn't understand it, they didn't know it, they didn't see it, they didn't realize it. They had no knowledge about it. They were kind of walking in a fog, oblivious to it. But the Divinity card is somebody who, A, recognizes who they are. They understand that they are walking a path here that is not necessarily a typical path, but they also recognize the responsibility in the path that they've been asked to walk, and that this path is also a path that requires service of some type to humanity and not just to themselves, right? There's experience here. There's experience here that comes with wisdom. This is not just, like, let's say this is not just energy that is suddenly, somebody has woken up, the Divine Masculine energy has woken up and suddenly aware that, oh, I'm a divine spark. I have a responsibility to myself and humanity and those that I'm on a journey with. Not usually. Wisdom is something that comes through trial and error. It comes through mistake and correction. It comes through experience. But, a lot of people can go through life and they can have experience, but they're not wise. And wise is when we take those experiences and we process them, we alchemize them, we look at ourselves on one side of the experience compared to the other. We look at consequences to actions and decisions, and then, right, apply it. I mean, this is huge. This is like, as I shuffled it, I thought I want to kind of do it a little bit different. I want to give myself some time to sit with the cards. I do like the authenticity of you guys seeing me shuffle it. I hope most of you have been watching me. I'm sure a lot of the people that are watching this are people that are very, very familiar with me. Like, I don't have any time to play silly with the cards. It would just take too much energy. This was just really, I feel like I just got a huge confirmation. I know that I'm doing something that's not exactly popular right now. I had no idea what was going on in the world as I was recording this. And then actually not recording this, but recording other stuff today and getting in preparation of knowing that I was going to do this and upload the video. Our world really does need for us to be tapping back into divine love. And okay, so that's what we're doing here. And the Divine Masculine has a wisdom about their divinity. Look at the underline here. Blow me over, knock me over with a feather. That's what that would be. Recognition frequency shift. This recognition to me is them recognizing themselves, recognizing the importance of themselves, recognizing the responsibility and the path that they have taken here in this lifetime. And this is causing the shift. This is causing the frequency to change. I'm wondering how. Now, look at this other one. Contentment and confidence. I have never seen like such a healthy, incredible divine masculine energy. Now, I shouldn't say that because back on my other channel, particularly in the membership area, because I get to see people a little bit more one-on-one perhaps. And there are some masculines in there that I would describe as being very much this energy. So I want to say as a whole, this energy is sort of like spreading through the collective, I guess. And here, let me read you the Divinity card. Everyone, this is the pulse of their energy. So this is what they're recognizing, and this is who they see themselves to be and understand themselves as. You are a beautiful, wise, interesting, wise and loving soul who has braved the perils and difficulty of incarnation to be here on earth in service to humanity. You uplift the energy and consciousness of others through the work that you do, whether you are aware of it or not. There are billions of souls residing on the planet at this time, yet only a small number of them are here to help humanity evolve to its fullest potential. And you are one of those souls. So we're going to get back into it. But I want to say too, like if you recognize yourself as being on a journey, you recognize yourself as a divine feminine. And maybe you're like, I'm looking for my divine masculine. So your divine masculine right now, I feel like is doing good things. Is doing good things for humanity. There are billions of souls who feel, okay, who you are is a gift to this world. Even at the best of times, it can be difficult to remember this, especially when being human feels so real. Your connection to spirit is much stronger than you think. You are a living, breathing channel of the divine. So they may still be struggling with how strong their connection to the divine is. I want to say some of them are definitely starting to connect into their intuition, trust their intuition more at times than what they might be seeing in front of them, but this is probably still fluctuating a little bit because they're also, I want to say too, they're developing their wisdom in this. They're swimming in this energy and they're developing it. It moves through you and all that you do. It flows through the words that you speak, even when you don't intend it to. In every situation, you are a transmitter of the higher cosmic energies and wisdom. It is those who have the greatest gifts who most often face the biggest challenges in life. Hold your head high and keep your faith. These challenges are the means to seeing and understanding the strength, wisdom, and compassion you hold within yourself. On a higher level, your soul chose to have a direct experience of the trials you have faced. Through each event, you have become better equipped and skilled so that you in turn could help others. You are a very special soul with an important part to play in the healing and betterment of the people on this planet. You are born to be in service to humanity through the divine gifts and knowledge you have carried with you into this lifetime. You are here to ignite the light in others to realize their own divinity. That's a really big, friggin' powerful energy. It really is. So let's pull out a little bit of tarot on this energy. And again, divine masculine doesn't mean a woman. A woman can encompass divine masculine energy. A man can have divine feminine energy. They may, it's just a choice that they make. Past lifetime, a woman could have been in divine feminine energy, and then in this lifetime, she is choosing divine masculine energy to explore, and vice versa. So, yeah. Okay, divinity. It does tend to fall into the most of the time, it does tend to correspond with the gender of the person, but it doesn't have to be. It can be fluid. Oh, interesting. The Five of Pentacles, it's almost like feeling shut out, like recognizing. Okay, I think something has gone on here for the divine masculine energies where they were probably tapped in and didn't realize it. And then once they got tapped out, they recognized what was missing. That's exactly what that looks like to me. Somebody who was, sort of like maybe taking for granted the being connected to spirit and being connected on a deeper level here to the heavens. And then once they got disconnected from that energy, that's when they're like, hey, I'm on the other side of the fence here. I don't like how that feels. I'm feeling like I'm missing out on something. The other thing that I want to say about this too is there could also be something going on here where the divine masculine is starting to feel separated from the things that they used to connect with, starting to feel separated from things that are not connected to more divine principles, more divine examples of existing, living one's life. Things that may serve as distractions. It's not to say that sports is a distraction. Physical activity is very, very good. So it's not necessarily talking about that. But it could be certain things like that. Like sometimes big events that could be centered around sports or other things like that, or could be created to distract people, to keep the masses entertained while you're doing whatever the fuck you're doing. So that's a very interesting energy. The Five of Pentacles, Divinity. Somebody who is feeling like on the outside, looking in. Oh, wow. The Wheel of Fortune. Doing a battle between heaven and earth here. Heaven and earth vying for this person's attention. When I say earth, I mean like sort of, you know, they say that the devil is, the earth is the devil's playground. But I will correct that because there are heavenly places here on earth. So between the heavens and hell, the heavens and hell have been battling out, asking for the divine masculine's attention here. But what's really fascinating is the fact that their eyes are closed and there's a deep inner focus going on. A deep inner focus to be the one in charge of where they go. Moving away from the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Wow, and the Hierophant. I feel like the Hierophant represents that commitment to recognizing the responsibility that one has on their own path, and then once they recognize the responsibility they have to themselves on their path, recognizing the responsibility that they have to others on the path here. There's some type of like real commitment that's being made here, really getting all the hands shaking here, the handshakes on the pillars. Can you show me the wisdom? The Knight of Cups. It's almost like the movement of the heart while the body sits still. Meditation. I feel like there's mindfulness and meditation that is taking place in this wisdom. There is a deeper sense of self, recognizing oneself beyond this point in time, who they've been in the past, who they are in the future. There's a single cup here. There could be a single cup of focus. For some of you, this could be somebody who recognizes who the divine feminine is, right? With this wisdom and the single cup held here. The Knight of Cups. The Three of Wands. The King of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. I feel like there is something going on here too with the divine masculine in terms of trying to build up resources. Learning how to build resources and stability, learning how to turn experience into practical use, learning how to be flexible through experience. For some of you, I want to say there could also be somebody is getting physically in shape, somebody is looking after themselves. This is looking after both their physical self and their physical world in terms of taking responsibility here. I want to say also there's this wisdom that they're developing. It's It comes through the heart chakra with the Knight of Cups, but there might also be like some sort of dreaminess and fantasizing that is going on here as well with the Divine Masculine. But there's something about understanding expectations with the Three of Wands, right? The things that we expect, and also walking through the gate. So when they walk through a gate, they may be preparing to walk through some type of a gate here. This gate is probably something that is like a psychological level, or if they psychological, but I think it represents like when somebody makes the choice to take a particular action. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the commitment card in the Return of Spirit Oracle deck as well. It's like when you make a commitment to do this, you don't really back out. It's like that's the expectation here. That is the wisdom of understanding the importance of what it is that they're building, the consequences of what they build, and how that is built around themselves and other people. Let's look at this little confidence dog. Confidence. Confidence is a very important character trait, especially if it's, well, I love that it's coming in with contentment. So this is somebody who is in a very balanced state here in terms of waiting, patience, grace, finding the moment and enjoying it, recognizing their moment and enjoying it. Like there's no push here. There's no push. There's no anxiousness. And confidence is quite beautiful. I mean, so when one is confident, it usually is, there's less fear in their energy as well. Their third chakra is lit up. So that's also a sense of purpose and who they are, understanding that. Okay, let's hit contentment first. Wow, the Ten of Wands. The Divine Masculine here is content with carrying the weight and the burden, with supporting. You could also be, for some of you, you might have a Divine Masculine here who is a father, and he's very much involved with supporting his kids. Confidence. Person knows who they are. They know what they're capable of. They know their weaknesses, and they know how to build on their strengths to support their weaknesses. The Page of Wands, very confident in terms of what it is that they're saying and how they're speaking, how they're expressing themselves. And what way are they expressing themselves here? They're confident to speak. The Queen of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Swords. How interesting. I feel like for some of you, this Divine Masculine is recognizing, maybe recognizing ways that they were wanting to win, right? These are past energies. These are foundational energies because they're underlying, that are bringing us to what we're looking at today. So I feel like there's situations in the past where one was, let's say, maybe overly confident, or they were quite confident in how to seek approval, but I feel like this is to someone's expense here. It's like doing this to the expense of another. Where are they with this right now? I want to say that they must be moving out of it with this divinity wisdom, but where are they now? This could be someone who was quite confident to say things in the past that boosted them, that gave them approval, but yeah, it may have hurt others. Oh, and the Moon. Okay, so they're still doing some work here. Interesting though, the Moon is feminine energy. So even though we're looking at divine masculine energy, like everybody holds masculine and feminine, I do feel like too that this person is looking at some of their fears here. They're looking at their fears, and they could also be exploring more feminine themes here, trusting their intuition. Could even have something to do with feminine issues. They're unclear. There is an a lack of clarity in this for them. Oh yeah, the Seven of Swords. Okay, the World and the Page of Cups. All right, this person has been exploring their fears. As I said, when you have more confidence, you tend to have a lot less fear. Or you know how to face your fears without imposing those on other people. So there is something here that they've been hiding from, a fear that they have. I don't know what it is exactly. On an individual basis, they could all be a little bit different. This Page of Cups is somebody having hope here. Maybe even the Page of Cups is also my my olive branch card. Apologetic, remorseful. Oh, look at this. The Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like the Divine Masculine is working on their on building up their resources, building themselves up. But it's not superficial. You know, there is some degree here of, I want to say, perhaps creating some financial stability, creating physical strength and stability as well within themselves. Maybe this could have been a stronger priority too, but this is also an energy of somebody who is single, somebody who is independent and looking after themselves. As the channel is called The Journey of Love, I'm going to go into this deck. Now, what I'm going to ask with The Journey of Love as we get towards the end of this reading is, yeah, in what way is the masculine swimming through this divine energy? Like, what are they? Let's see their stage. Let's see their stage, the masculine's stage. Through God's mouth to our ears. Angel of Jupiter, awaken. Oh, how interesting. Where's the book? Where the heck did I put the book? Okay, I found it. We're all good. All right. Angel of Jupiter, awaken. Beloved, with you there is magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberantly than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now. Feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger? A smile? A yes to that offer of adventure? Sharing vulnerability without fear? That's interesting. Maybe that is something here that they've been working through. We were talking about like communication of some sort, but it was always to win. Taking a step forward into the unknown. Daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you as you. Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. Holy, this oracle holds a message of guidance for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you are acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, more playfulness, and more spiritual authority than usual, this is confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. If you are experiencing some havoc in your life or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as an affirmation. Yes, there is change, and yes, you are outgrowing what once was, so you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for you for your next stage of growth. Wow. We got a poem, as we always do with this deck. Awaken your arms, I wait to stop time, savoring each moment for an eternity. Like an angel, you light the room, your love giving life to the love I've held within. Unbridled and free, our dream unfolds, and we are forever changed. And there you go. That's our first little video here, checking the pulse of the divine masculine. So the next one I will check the pulse of the divine feminine, and we will be kind of fluid with these. I'll just see whatever it is that God seems to want me to do. And there, thank you so much for coming in and watching. Hey, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Until next time, my dears, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.